Welcome everybody to another episode of Geek Reviews. I'm Brian West.
And I'm Ryan Thomas.
And tonight we are going to be talking about a show that me and Ryan are real excited to talk about. Jack Ryan, the new original series from Amazon Prime.
Did you see how I went from normal guy to spy?
Yeah, you went from Sith Lord to spy guy. And I was going to make a comment about your name being Ryan because I literally just put that together. I don't even, whatever. I don't know, I missed that earlier. But yeah, so if you are not familiar with Jack Ryan, Jack Ryan is a series character based on a series of books from Tom Clancy with such gems as Hunt for Red October, Patriot Games, Clear and Present Danger. Those are kind of the three more famous books that he did that were also turned into movies. The Sum of All Fears. We've had Ben Affleck, Alec Baldwin, and Harrison Ford in previous Jack Ryan roles. This is a reboot. I do not believe that this series is based on any current book, but it's been updated. It's kind of much more of our time, and it's being what?
I said it's a different Jack Ryan.
It's different, but it's the same. I mean, I thought that one of the things I love about the series, they've taken the classic 80s Cold War era Jack Ryan, and they've updated him to the the more terrorist, anti-terrorist kind of CIA that we currently have now type Jack Ryan. So this time around is John Krasinski. You may know him from The Office or A Quiet Place or 13 Hours, the Benghazi movie. And he takes the title role in this, and oh my god, is he freaking amazing in it. He might be, of all those actors, honestly, John Krasinski might be my favorite Jack Ryan.
He is my favorite Jack Ryan, I'll be honest. I mean, my wife and I we binge-watched it in 2 days. We went crazy through it.
Yeah, me and my wife, we took a week or less to watch this. There's only 8 episodes, so it was actually pretty watchable pretty quick, but it didn't feel like it. It felt like way more episodes. I mean, this felt like an 8-hour movie that was incredible.
I'm very much looking forward to season 2 and what they do next.
Oh my god, yes.
I really like what they started.
Yes.
And I really can't wait to see where they take it.
Real quick, we're going to try and stay away from spoilers in this, but obviously we're going to be talking about it a little bit, so there's a few things here and there. We won't spoil the ending, but I do want to kind of talk to you, Ryan, about what I think it's setting up for season 2. But yeah, so anyway, you've been warned. If you want to know nothing about it, we're both telling you, go just watch this show. If you don't have Amazon Prime, this show is worth getting Amazon Prime for. It's good.
It's very fast paced. It's got great action scenes. It doesn't. What's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't dumb it down.
Well, and it doesn't dumb it down. It doesn't drag. And one of the things I really liked about it being 8 episodes is sometimes with some of the other series like on Netflix or even on Amazon Prime, when you have like a 10 or 13 episode season, there's always 1 or 2 just filler episodes. It always feels like there's one too many episodes. This entire season never had an episode that you felt was just filler. Like every episode had a purpose and a meaning, and it fit perfectly into the overall story.
And it's the first time in a long time where I've seen something where I felt like the bad guy's story was developed enough.
Oh yeah.
To where you not really you understood why the bad guy gets to that point.
Definitely.
And weirdly empathetic in a way.
Well, so if you're not familiar with this story, so this first season is very much a kind of a Osama bin Laden story. Jack Ryan's trying to stop a Muslim extremist from. He doesn't know what the grand plan is, but he's got something terrible planned, and he's trying to stop him from having a kind of another 9/11 type situation. Usually, to your point, Ryan,
1 step behind all the time.
Yeah, 1 step behind until the end. It's great. Usually in these movies, the Muslim terrorist is just an evil, wife-beating, murdering son of a bitch, right? But to your point in this one, yes, the main villain is all those things, but you understand how he got to that point. And even though even though by the end you want to see him taken down, you understand the character of why. And you could easily, like you said, empathetic is a great word, because you could easily see yourself put in that situation. Like, you could see how the set of circumstances that this person went through led to the point that he is now. Now, obviously, no one's condoning murdering millions of people or a ton of people, but
there's no justifying.
No, definitely. And this show doesn't try and do that. But what it does do is show you how a person who can start out as a good person can get to a point where they're willing to take that step, right?
Yeah, it's a great understanding on a different viewpoint. So,
yes. So this isn't.
I like that. I like that a lot, and even with the bad guy's wife. I mean, I thought her story was pretty compelling as well.
I thought, oh yeah, his wife. Oh my gosh, she's such a great. You saw the other side of how I really did like how the show didn't just paint all Muslims with one brush stroke, right? Like they're all trying to kill Americans. Everybody's evil. No, it showed the truth. There are some evil Muslims who want to see us dead, but a lot of them are really just. They're just people like everybody else who want to raise their family free of murder and tyranny.
Yep.
And this show did a really good job of being realistic with people and not just painting people as bad guys or good guys, right? And I really very much enjoyed this. And even to the point where some of the main terrorists' own crew who were terrorists had moments of goodness in them, right? Where they struggled with what they were doing and they were victims of their own circumstance but tried to do the right thing when the moment arose, right? I really enjoyed this. I love a show or a movie that has nuance with its characters and just doesn't say good guy, bad guy, boom, fight it out, right?
It was a really well done show. The music was great. The cinematography was great. The
it was shot like a movie.
I mean, there was not a lot to really complain about, honestly, when it comes down to it.
The cast is absolutely amazing. A lot of these people you've never even heard or seen of. A few people. Abby Cornish plays his Kathy, which if you read the books, eventually becomes his wife. And what's cool is she's not there just to be his wife. She actually starts out. She has her own agency, and her story ends up becoming very intricate to the plot of the main overall story, which I thought was really cool. I loved his boss, who was a total dick in the beginning, and eventually you're like, this guy's awesome.
He's also the one of the leads on Suits.
Wendell Pierce
for the USA Network. So
okay, are you talking about his direct boss or his big boss?
Yeah, Greer.
Okay, Greer. It's just there's some great stuff in this. I can't speak highly enough of it. This is one of my new favorite shows. For me, this shows up with Game of Thrones as far as quality and how good it is. And I cannot wait for season 2.
And I think they set a good example of you can tell a good story in 8 episodes.
Yes. And you can tell, and you can give us, much like Game of Thrones, you can give us a movie in a long format that feels every bit as exciting as a movie. And but it's just better because you get to explore way more stuff. And as far as Jack Ryan as a character, I'm not going to spoil where he ends up in the books. I've read a lot of the books, but I will say this: he starts out as an analyst, and there's a part where there's a French. One of my favorite things in this movie is the French lady the French cop who I loved. Even some of the characters you don't even know their name; they're just great characters. And when she looks at him and she's like, "You're not an analyst." She's like, "You're a wolf pretending to be a sheep." And you're just like, it's such a good explanation of who Jack Ryan is as a character. He's a guy who doesn't want to be the wolf that he is, so he tries to be a sheep. And it's so, whoever wrote this has read the books and knows the character.
And his nature he just has to solve the question, and he can't change who he is.
You know what? And Jack Ryan is the America. He represents the America that I want to live in. I'll be honest. He's the best of all of us, and I love John Krasinski in this. I think this is the role he was born to play, and I cannot wait for season 2. So before we get out of here, I think we're both in agreement. This is an absolute watch right now. Don't even finish this review. go turn it on and watch it if you haven't watched it.
Yes. Sign up for Amazon Prime and get it.
Okay, real quick. So that's our review. If you guys want to leave now, go right ahead. But I have a question to ask you, Ryan. What do you think? Once again, this is a little bit of a spoiler. So 1, 2, 3. What do you think his boss going to Russia at the end of season 1?
What his boss
sets up for season 2?
That he's going to go to Russia.
Okay, do you think it's setting up Patriot Games or maybe Hunt for Red October for next season?
I want to say like a Patriot Games kind of thing.
How great would this show be if they actually did an 8-episode Hunt for Red October?
Like an updated Patriot Games?
Like an updated Patriot Games / Hunt for Red October all in one season with the whole Russian thing. How great would that be?
Hunt for Red October, though. That'd be a lot. It'd be harder with the sub.
It would be harder with the sub, but you could get half a season. There's a way you could combine Patriot Games and Hunt for October into one.
Yeah, that's true because I mean they did do a lot of stuff. You know, they not like everything was happening in the exact same place.
Yeah,
so,
well,
like the Red October. Oh, that was sweet.
I was really feeling Hunt for October vibes at the end of this. So, for any of those who don't know, like I said earlier, the early Jack Ryan novels took place a lot in the Cold War. They clearly are trying to set that up a little bit. They're moving away from the Islamic terrorists and moving more into the Cold War era.
Favorite enemy, the Russians.
Yes, and you know what? Like we said on our Geek Dev Report episode that we recorded earlier today. Apparently, it's funny how everything has come right around. The 80s, the Russians were the enemies, and somehow we're back to there again. So, hey, yeah, I think that's where they're going. I would love to see some kind of Cold War revitalized Jack Ryan season 2, but
why not?
Yeah, but why not? All right, but that is our speculation. We'd like to know what you guys think. If you've seen this, if you've seen the series, what do you guys think they're going to do with season 2? But anyway, more importantly, just watch it if you haven't yet. It's fan-freaking-tastic.
Yes, and just enjoy it. That's all you got.
You will, and you're going to blow through it really quick. Hardest part about this series is the long wait till season 2. On that note, everybody, thank you for watching, and stay awesome.
And stay nerdy.